Welcome everybody, it's Jermaine Galloway with Tall Cop Says Stop. Jermaine Galloway here, coming back to you again with another webinar, and this time I remembered to add my YouTube channel where I put some free videos for you guys, so that's on there. But also parents, we're going to talk about some stash stuff. Now, what I mean by that is stash compartments and stash items. When we talk about stash items, there's something really important to remember, and here's what that is. A stash compartment is just a place for you to put your valuables or something that's important to you. So even though, yes, I'm a drug trainer, yes, I train on drug trends, and yes, we do sometimes find those items in stash compartments, a stash compartment does not automatically mean your child is doing something wrong. Or a stash compartment does not automatically mean that they are hiding drugs, or contraband is a word we like to use. But what it does mean is if you're going to hide drugs, generally a stash compartment is a place you like to put it. So let's talk about a couple of these things. Don't forget about my newsletter. You can click on that QR code to get added to my newsletter where I send my updates to you. So let's move past that. Look at all these backpacks. These are pretty. I see these in airports all the time. They're very colorful. They really jump off. They're very popular in high schools. And the brand I do want to focus on right now is the one that, we're going to do this backwards, does not say Cookies. Cookies is kind of related in a different way, but not the ones that say Cookies. All those other ones, though, are the ones I want to talk about. So I see, I don't know, about 10 of them there, 10 or 11 of those quote unquote other ones there. Those are known as spray grounds. Spray grounds, so if we go backwards, you can see in the bottom right corner, many of them have the logo on them. Spray ground is a very popular backpack. It's not a very cheap backpack. I mean, the price points I'd say are pretty high compared to most backpacks I buy. With spray grounds, you see where my left hand is there. If you work your way down about 2/3 of the way down, there's actually a pocket right there. There's a stash pocket there. And in the stash pocket, I can't say they all have it because I probably looked at 100 different spray ground backpacks, but I'm going to say almost all the backpacks do. They have some duffels and over-the-shoulder bags that do not have stashes, but almost all their backpacks do. And what I wanted to highlight was this is a backpack sold in shopping malls and sold online and in sports stores. This photo is just from a mall 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks for recording this, I just took this. Those are all spray grounds sitting up top there. So what I did was walked in the store and looked back up at the doorway, and that's where those are right there. Now, we talked vaping on the last webinar. I'm not going to talk to you about vaping per se, but I'm going to talk to you about a different type of vape device that's out there. As you see this pen, it is a writing pen. It is a functioning writing pen. I want to show you this from a Michigan school resource officer. So this is the stuff we see in schools. As a trainer myself, I have schools who correspond with me a lot, and SROs, school resource officers, who send me a lot of information or ask questions or what have you. So take a look at this here. The pen you just saw is the pen she is referencing. And that is it again, but actually in the school, and that did test positive for cannabis. Now, the pen is not sold with cannabis, to be clear. The pen is sold by itself, and it's made for vape cartridges. And in those cartridges, in this case, that student added a cannabis cartridge to the pen. Here's another email from the state of Missouri. And this is 48 hours after I did a training. You see another SRO, school resource officer. So I have two different states, two different SROs. I assume that they don't know each other. But as you look at this, same thing. Look at this pin here. Okay. And there was cannabis in it again. So I'm not saying it's a cannabis pen because it's not. It's a vape pen that runs cartridges. What I'm saying is there's a reason in this case, those students wanted to be discreet. And your kids might want to be discreet. How many of your kids would want a key fob that runs vape cartridges? How many adults, let's say in a state where cannabis is legal, would want that? So when you see this, this actually is a vape device too. And this is one that I recently found in Texas. This is another vape device, one that I recently found in Texas. Finally, some of these bottles. Now, I've been in stores where they said, I know a guy who can make these. I mean, some of these cases, people are making this stuff at home or on their own, which means just about anything can be a stash compartment. And sometimes it has real product on the top. So parents, you can open these from the top and it has real cookies in it, but on the bottom, it's a stash. And what you want to do is just twist it off. I think it's counterclockwise. Twist these things off and they'll open up. Same thing here, real gum up top, but it's a stash on the bottom. Okay, so when we talk about what you can do with this, let me tell you something. Every parent who's found something in regards to stashes, you know what you all told me? You all told me the same thing. It was out of place. That's the number one thing as a parent you told me. When you're not a drug trainer, you're not an expert in this, you said it's out of place. Pay attention to stuff that's out of place. Pay attention when your kids are out of character. It might not be drug related, but it's something you want to be paying attention to. Always be paying attention. We're not always on our game, but our kids will give us enough clues that we can pay attention, even on days we're not on our game because we're busy at work or we're stressed from our boss or something like that. You know, life brings those stressors, but we have to be paying attention. So other ways, follow me on Spotify and Apple, and feel free to reach out to me if you have questions. I'm happy to help you guys out in any way. Thank you guys again for being here. We're going to end this webinar because we got plenty more to talk about on further ones.